Good morning children, myself Gitika Srivastava, science teacher from Madras India Public School. This lecture is for class 10. The chapter which we are covering is life processes and the topic is now excretion. In the previous lectures I told you about transportation. In today's lecture I will be telling you about excretion. The topics which we will cover are excretion in animals and we will be starting up with excretion in human beings also. Now children, for excretion in animals, different animals have different arrangements or organs for excretion which depend upon the constitution of the animal. For example, in amoeba and other single-celled animal, the waste material carbon dioxide is removed by diffusion through the cell membrane. But nitrogenous waste like ammonia and excess water are removed by the contractile vacuum. Clear? Now, in earthworm, the tubular structures are there which are known as nephridia. These are the excretory organs. In addition to nephridia, the moist skin of earthworm, it also acts as excretory organ. So, in earthworms, one excretory structure is what? That is nephridia. And other one is in addition to nephridia, the moist skin of earthworm is also acting as the excretory organ. And in human beings, that is the nephrons are present which functions as excretory organ. About 1 million nephron taken together, they form the excretory organ of human beings called kidney. Now children, coming on to this, types of animal based on the excretory product what they are releasing. A monotelic. This is in which they are releasing or removing ammonia. Ammonia is the main nitrogenous waste in these animals. Lot of water is required for its removal. So aminotelism is present in the aquatic animal, that is fish, frogs, etc. Then comes ureotelism. In this, urea is the main nitrogenous waste in these animals. Less water is required for removal of urea. Ureotelism is present in mammals. Okay? Then comes uricotelism, in which uric acid is the main nitrogenous waste in these animals and removal of uric acid requires very small amount of water. Negligible amount is very small amount of water. Uricotelism is present in reptiles and apes. Okay? So, in us, in human beings, what is we are in which category? We are in ureotelism, ureotelic, okay, because urea is the main nitrogenous waste in these kind of animals. Now children, coming on to the next thing, the organs for the removal of waste material in the human body. First, lungs, second, kidneys, third, sweat glands. Now, the products which are released, carbon dioxide, it is produced as a waste product in the body cells during the process of respiration, because when food is broken down to release energy, it is converted to carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide is removed from our body by the lungs during exhalation. We had already studied this in respiration. Okay. Thus, our lungs act as the excretory organ for removing the waste product called carbon dioxide from our body. Then comes urea. It is produced as a waste product by the decomposition of unused food proteins in the liver. Urea is removed from the blood by the kidneys. Kidneys are the main excretory organs in our body. And in this chapter, in the coming topics, we will be discussing about the removal of this through the kidney. The removal of urea through kidney. Urea is a poisonous substance which must be removed, because if the urea and other substances are not removed from the body of a person constantly, the person will soon die, because this is toxic. Our kidneys remove urea, excess water and other unwanted salts from our blood. Coming on to the next thing, sweat. It is a liquid waste of the body produced by sweat glands present in our skin. You must have seen during the summers, yes, we are sweating a lot on a hot summer day. Sweat is removed from the body by sweat glands through the skin, and this sweat, it contains water, some salt and a little of urea. You must have experienced also when sweat evaporates from your body, it takes up the heat required for evaporation from our body. In this way, what happens? Our body loses heat and it makes us feel cool. So, sweating performs two functions. First, it helps to remove excess water, some salts and a little of urea as liquid waste from the body. Secondly, sweating helps to keep our body cool during the hot summer days. Coming on to excretion. Removal of harmful waste from the body is called excretion. Many waste are produced during various metabolic activities. These need to be removed in time because the accumulation in the body can be harmful and it can be even lethal for an organism. The person can even die. Now coming on to the most important part, which is human excretory system. It is composed of a pair of kidneys. Tube called ureter comes out of each of the kidney and it goes to the urinary bladder. Urine is collected in the urinary bladder from where it is expelled out through urethra as and when required. Now children, you can see here human excretory system. Now, excretory system consists of following main organs. You had seen here kidneys, ureters, bladder and urethra. These kidneys, these are both the kidneys. These are the bean-shaped organs towards the back of our body just above the waist. Every person has two kidneys. The blood in our body is constantly passing through these kidneys. Renal artery, see here, the renal artery, it is bringing the dirty blood containing waste substances into the kidney. The function of the kidney is to remove the poisonous substance urea, other waste salts and excess water from the blood, and it excretes them in the form of yellowish liquid called urine. Thus, kidney clean our blood by filtering it to remove the unwanted substances present in it. The clean blood is carried away from the kidneys by the renal vein or the kidney vein. Okay. And the urine which is formed, it is passed from the kidney to the ureters. You can see here, ureters are the tubes which carry urine from the kidney to the bladder. Urine is stored in the bladder. Bladder is a muscular bag-like structure here. It stores urine till the time we go to the toilet. Urethra, you can see, it is a tube and urine collected in the bladder is passed out from the body through the urethra. Clear? Now this is clear, children. They had shown you the muscles also which are controlling the flow of the urine. That is known as micturition. The act of urination is known as micturition. I'll explain it once again. Just see here, children. Renal artery is bringing the dirty blood to the kidney. Kidney is filtering the blood. After filtration, the clean blood goes through the renal vein to the rest of the body. That is the clean blood which is carried by the renal vein. Then the urine which is formed by the kidney, it is passed to the ureters. Ureters are connected to both of the kidneys. Two ureters are there, you can see. This ureter is carrying the urine from kidney to the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is a muscular bag-like structure which is storing the urine till the time we are going to the toilet. And finally, the urine is coming out through the urethra. Clear? Now, I think I made myself clear with this topic till now. And in the next lecture, we will be discussing in detail about the human excretory system. Till then, thank you, children.